Rat meow.
Right meow, the button has been pushed.
All right, guys. Raining. The weather's cruddy. Let's see what we got. So we've been running this and it's just starting to turn to oil here. Okay. Oh, she's giving a little more now. Let's do this. What do you know, for once?
Everything fit?
Everything wants to be cooperative.
It's gonna trip you up.
What's that?
It's gonna trip you up.
Oh, something bad's.
Just like Roseanne Rodana said, it's always something.
Always something. I'm gonna give you a for instance. For instance, they gave me the wrong filter. I can tell you that right now.
No.
Yup.
You got a plan B?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in the truck and I'm gonna grab the right filter because I grabbed the wrong one.
That's a good plan. My question is, why didn't you check that filter before you check to see if it fit before you filled it up?
Well, because I forgot I had a fair filter. Never mind, Ken.
Am I making this tougher?
I need not explain myself to you.
No, you're on film.
Not explain myself to the likes of you there, Baba Louie.
No, I'll just rewind it.
The instructions clearly say fuel filter secondary. So it was my second choice. I gotta find a way to get back on the hot post on the starter, which is...
Made sure she's in neutral, right?
It's actually not in neutral, and thanks for reminding me.
Just didn't want you to spark that thing and be surprised when the air tanks hit you in the back of the head.
What the?
Who's hitting me?
You know, as I'm doing this, I forgot, like legitimately forgot how unpleasant this was to do the other day when I did it the first time. Okay, so there's 2 posts in here that are somewhat difficult to reach. Problem is, for some reason this was easier the other day. Did I?
Semi's on the move.
What is going on? Is he rolling out?
He's rolling out.
By the way, I am super sorry about the wind, but just to be factual, we're up here pretty good on the mountain, so I think more often than not the wind is just going to be what it is. So I'm going to start this thing up today, probably driving around a little bit if it'll air up. Before I did that, I thought I'd give you a little view on the predicament. This is pretty interesting with this thing. First of all, as you can see, there's no nice way to stand. Like, the little skinny guy might fit in there, but once I get shoehorned in here, well now, if you stick your arm and avoiding the sharp metal down here, and I don't know if you can see what I'm pointing at, but I'm gonna put this camera here. Right there is the starter. Right there, just to give you an idea how big this gap is. There's your guy. I don't want to get my hand too far in there with that sharp edge. I'm afraid I can't get it out. But so that's that. And this solenoid is right, like I said, it's right here. It's tucked on top of this starter, right? But I mean, I freaking defy you to get your daggum hand on that thing. I mean, well, it ain't even get your hand on it too. It's like get your hand on it and then get stuff clicked in there enough to get a good connection. Because you got to do everything really by feel. So there we go. We put them batteries on there. I'm fairly certain they're toast. Make sure we feel like we're in neutral. And nothing. Nothing. So let's throw some new Energizer bunnies on this bad boy. It is so cool when stuff comes loose like it's supposed to. Garbage. This little girl ain't gonna know what to do with all this fresh electricity. All right. Doing that just to ground it, or so it doesn't on. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here, just because sometimes those connections on sometimes those terminals down there get so gunky, you just run yourself a hot wire to your starter button. That way you know you're getting a good connection. See what I mean? It's just that terminal down there is so full of crud. All right, boys and girls, so we're gonna give this a little bit of a breather. We got our kill lever loose, so we can kill it if we need to. Let's go give it a little huff of the let's get going juice, since it seems to be a little bit of an ether baby, and let her idle and see if she'll breathe air. I got my oil slick on the ground here. Woo! That was easy. Huh. Doing that again, is it?
You had it running?
Yeah, I was running just a second ago. I couldn't keep it going. Trying to do the throttle in the ready.
Yeah.
One more time. I do wonder if the fuel pump ain't bad on this thing.
Well, that's what I thought it was when it quit before. Any smoke?
No. Let me hook that little pump up and see if it primes it again like it did the other day.
Yeah.
Well, then I gotta get to my button end of the throttle at the same time. That primary filter? me do it? You wanna? Where's the air dryer on this? So here you can take loose of this. Nah, you can't. Well, you can take loose of that and we can see if it's got any air pressure on it. See if this line will come off. Real quick, we don't need to do this with the motor running, okay? Jim? We don't need to do this with the motor running. What's that?
We're out of starting fluid, but it's got fuel, it should fire right off.
It's got fuel and it's hot, it should just crank right off. I don't know if you believe in this, but my trick's always been to try to tighten it just a little bit.
Tighten it a little bit?
I don't know, I worked with this old timer one time and he's like, dude, you gotta bust them adhesions. So I offered to be up there doing this, but Jim wants to spin wrenches on his own truck today.
Yeah, I've done a lot of wrench spinning on this thing.
Hey, it's yours, man. All right, let me hit the button, jump this thing off real quick. You clear all the fans and stuff?
Yep.
That thing just pops right off like a kid. All right. So if we can find a way to plug off this sense line, stronger than my finger. What's that? Yeah, but this should be built more. I shouldn't be able to hold this with my finger. Here, do me a favor. Just hold that close with your finger for a second. I think I see our problem. All right, guys. Raining. The weather's cruddy. Let's see what we got. So here's kind of what happened here. Let's give you kind of the quick backstory. As you guys can see, the governor was bad. And then as far as the fuel delivery problem, and sorry we couldn't film it because Jim got to work before we were here. But the primary on it was just full of crud. So we're gonna give it for a drive. it aired right up, man. There we go. See if they come off or we hung them cans up. Nope, they come off. This can't believe it. Cannot believe that thing just runs like that.
Now you gotta get out and start it. That one don't work.
Well, That is just so freaking cool. I thank you so much for letting us do that. Yeah, I'm actually jogging back because it's torrentially pouring. What's really weird is you can hear that water sizzling off them power lines, but the two old guys are driving the pickup back and the back seat's full of tools. So apparently it's going to be on me to jump and run all the way back. Didn't know I could run, did you? That's a good head, Mom.
Suck them off their own shell.
Smoked oysters are the tops. This is candy.
But I won't tin can them.
You want tin can?
I won't tin can them.
You'll eat them in stew?
I'll eat them in stew. I'll eat them hot off the frickin' grill. I'll suck them off of a shell in a fine restaurant or even in a backyard barbecue. But I won't eat them out of a can.
Oh,
just something about the can.
Something about the can, huh?
Yeah.
That's the only way, man.
Bad boys. You know, this Ford thing is a bunch of BS.
That little notch out of the window?
Yeah.
Stick it out there we get up there.
Get wet. Sweet, here we go.
What's going on with this guy?
What happened
guessing that
here?
Fix-A-Flat didn't do you any great favors.
Fix a flat?
Hold on, let's turn around and see if we can help this boy for 2 seconds.
2 seconds, but not a lifetime.
2 seconds flat, that's it.
Don't have a breaker bar and some sockets.
You know what? I got a big socket set.
Those are what, 7/8 or what are those? 3/4,
I got
7/8?
some metric, so.
Yeah, I don't know about this then. I have to talk to him about. Do you want to shut this off? Or
I want to film this.
some more. Yeah, that's us. We made it back. Standing around in the rain, camping by himself.
You want a hand, man?
We've got roadside coming because they say with the amount of the weight on there, it's best to have someone with more of a lift.
Huh.
Why don't you just use the leveling jacks? That's what they're there for. Lifting up the trailer.
Yeah. That's good. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, I don't want to get into a huge project, but it's just taking the tire off.
Yeah.
Give me 10 seconds, we'll look at it, but I don't know if your jacks will put it up in the air.
That's what I was full of nitrogen, and I don't know if nitrogen smokes.
Is that nitrogen?
Yeah.
Well, it must be it. Well,
I had to use the fire extinguisher. I mean, it was like smoking bad.
oh, you had to use the fire extinguisher on.
Yeah, and it stopped quite a bit.
Oh, we thought you put Fix-A-Flat in it.
No.
Yeah. Put that jack down, just touching the ground for me, would you please? Huh?
They scattered when I was.
Oh, that's fine. I whacked myself in the cheek.
I got something slammed on my knuckle. We all
That's
paid
it.
the price today.
That's our good deed today.
Yeah, no deed goes unpunished. Hold it. You can go now after this guy.
Do it. All right, stay out of trouble, brother. So we got this boy up and going. And now, if I wasn't drenched before, I'm freaking freezing and soaked now. I love my job. How you feel after you just drove that Peterbilt?